Welcome everyone. Welcome to Feels Like Sunday, and we have Lily with us, and she's muted at the moment. Not anymore.
There we go.
How are you today, Lily?
I am feeling pretty fantastic. Had a beautiful family birthday today, celebrating the gorgeous life of Miss Queenie Bee. So all the kids were going crazy, pepped up on sugar, doing all the things. There was even a pinata. There was a pinata incident where someone got whacked in the head. You know, it's not a party unless someone gets hit in the head when we're doing the pinata. Come on.
Oh, yeah. It's all part of the fun, part of the experience.
Yeah, all happening.
And how many times did you say, hey, yeah, stand back when they're swinging? And they're just like, don't.
I can't even begin to explain how many times we said, stand back. But they're all waiting for those lollies to drop on the edge of their seat like,
yeah. It's worth the risk. That's it.
Yeah,
send the little ones in to take one for the team. That's it.
Oh,
use them.
gosh.
Don't the bigger ones do that? They use the little ones as a human shield. That's what I'd do with my siblings. Not anymore. I'm nicer than that, but I was a kid once, and that's how you roll. Queen Bee. Who's Queen Bee?
So her name is Queenie, and her last name starts with the letter B. Yeah.
Okay.
So I always call her Queenie Bee.
I thought for a second it was your birthday, and I'm like, yeah, you're the Queen Bee.
No.
Just checking.
No, I'm a June baby, Miss Gemini. So
okay.
Yep.
I used to have a Holden Gemini.
Pardon?
I had a Holden Gemini. That was a good car. Oh, it was.
Yeah, they are. But that explains my chattiness, Brooke. Is that Gemini side, all that Mercury energy, like.
I know. I'm quite familiar with Geminis.
Yeah.
They have a bit of a rap, don't they?
Oh, look, Geminis do get a little bit of a bad rap. But honestly, though, I think that as we go through our healing journey and be able to really work on integrating those dualities that we can often come up with, there are some massive like superpowers that are within the Gemini energetics that are really fun to be able to hone in on and be able to embrace. But I've got my Gemini sun, but then I've got an Aries rising and a Sagittarius moon. So I've got this air that gusts through this like massive fire that's just like boom. So as we know, my energy is big. It is very big.
Yes. And the Aries never forget, I hear.
No. And it's interesting because I once had a really poor memory, but over the years it's like started to improve and started to get better. So it's really funny that now that I've done all this clearing and all this healing and I'm a practitioner helping other people do the same, now I'm actually a lot more on the ball, which is really good.
Awesome. Because like, you know, they say about like say the Gemini, but they say people give them the bad rap, but it's like when you have more strengths, you have more weaknesses. So if you get on top of your weaknesses, you've got all those strengths.
Exactly.
So it's a win-win situation unless you don't win. But yeah,
that's it.
Go on the winning team. That's it. Do the work, people. Do the work. Rock and roll. People, we will start with a group. Please share us out. That would be most appreciated. Tag your friends. That would be great. And if we will start with a collective reading, and if you would like a guaranteed extended reading, please donate or pay it forward to donate to support the show. Would be much appreciated. And we always have a few freebie giveaways to give away. Well, it's actually other people pay it forward because they're just good-hearted souls. Hey, Tiffany, how you going? Hey, Holly, Melissa, Amanda, hello, Steffi. Steffi, yeah, he's behaving so far. No, we're not banning Cindy tonight, are we, Steffi? Yeah, come on. Okay, group reading for. Wait a sec. I'm going to share me out.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing the exact same at the moment.
And you know, it took me like 8 months to work out how to get the right screen up on the phone so that you can do it quickly. But I'd have to do each one individually, and it used to drive me nuts. To work out how to. There you go. I turn the volume down on the phone. Okay. So, how's everyone's weather been? It's been raining in Adelaide, and it's been a while since it's rained in Adelaide. Or it feels like a while.
Yeah, we had a few sunny days there, which was really nice. But yep, the rain is back. The rain is back.
Which is good for the garden.
Yes.
Yeah, my tomatoes are just, they stepped up a notch. We had that
Yeah.
sun, and did you notice we had a few warm nights, and then you'd go out, and then like the zucchini would be like 2 inches bigger the next day, and you'd be going like, "Oh, good boy, good boy, good boy."
Yeah, that's
Uh,
it.
okay, just still sharing. Hey, that's a groovy song.
That's a great song. Wow, wow.
I could use that.
What's going on here? Where's the mute button? There we go. What's going on?
It's funny. I got any spiritual advertising. Some of these groups that I'm in, they're worldwide ones, with like thousands and thousands and thousands of people, and then I go in them, and it's like, oh, three posts pending, and I'm like, who would have a group that big and bother to go and check all the, wait for someone to complain about a post, then go and have a look.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Someone complain about a post, then go and have a look. Okay.
Yeah,
that's enough.
Oh, what is going on with my Facebook? It's having a bit of a fit.
Oh, you shared it with me. Oh, I've got a show on. Cool.
Yes, fancy that.
Fancy that. It's always funny when you go live and people are sending you messages and you're like, what's that message? Oh, okay, it's me. Thank you. But that's okay. Hey, Becky. Hey, Destroy in PA. Is that, where's PA? Port Adelaide? Where is PA?
Hey, Tanya. Thanks for joining. Beautiful.
Okay, cards for everyone. Okay, I'll do a reading for the collective. Just remember, people, keep that focus on the positive. Remember what we're putting into the collective. Okay. Are you going to pull a few cards for the collective?
You know it. Absolutely.
It's interesting. I was watching the Celestine, the first card that's come up, and I was just started watching the Celestine prophecies, and it's all about intuition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, the first card I've got for everyone at the moment is the Coyote Spirit. Trust in divine detours. People, divine detours. This is saying, when the universe is doing its magic, things don't always happen the way we want or when we want it, but sometimes we have to step out. We know we're getting a prompt to do something, and then we're like, oh, look, it doesn't fit within my plan, or it's not what I would do. And what's happening at the moment is the universe is throwing lots and lots of opportunities at everyone, and we're going to make sure that we don't shut them down, because the universe will only throw us so many, and then it'll probably just have a bit of a huff and sit back and go, I'm just going to have a breather. My God, are you going to get it? But we don't know. And sometimes this happens a lot of the time. Sometimes people, when you're at home, someone will ask you out to do something, and it's not something that you would normally do. But, that could lead to some, and you're like, it's not my thing. But that could lead to something, to meet someone, to go to somewhere else. And you never know where you could end up. It could take you to exactly where you wanted to be. But the universe is throwing all these things at the moment. And people, see, look, I've got... But inside our head, it's like everyone is saying, look, yeah, but it's not my thing. It's not what I do. But people, we've got to flow. We've got to flow with the universe. There's so much happening. I've got, look, in between the main pile, I've got Air Guardian. Shift your perception. How are we looking at these things? Are we looking at these divine detours? Are we looking at opportunity as a distraction from the way we want things? Or are we looking at as something that's just... Or we're just looking at something as a nuisance that's going to take up our time because we get so set in our ways that sometimes we've got to be flexible people. We've got to be flexible to move with the universe. And if we're not flexible, we can't. It's hard for us to be molded and go with the flow. And we're just shutting ourselves down because underneath I've got the rhino spirit inverted, overcome obstacles. So this is saying that when some of these opportunities come along, we're up from a perception wise, we're saying, yeah, no, it doesn't fit into my schedule. Okay, or not my thing, and we're not giving the opportunity because we don't know what's going to unfold. Okay, and if we follow our gut instinct and we follow our intuition, we can go on amazing adventures and meet new people and see new things. And sometimes you can have someone do something that you don't want to really, you're not interested in, and like, oh, this person annoys me slightly, maybe not, but you get out of your comfort zones, and it might just be one thing that you see that day that gives you that epiphany, okay, and changes the way you think about everything. So at the moment, people were being asked not to shut down the universe and trust in divine detours. Why? Because this is why. The medicine guardian. Be opening to healing information. That's what happens when we have new experiences and we trust in the divine detours and move forward. Not every healing session is actually a healing session. There's a lot of that happens in life, in our own development and on growth. But I'm not sure if this card is inverted because I just flipped it. I just threw it. It's inverted now. Okay, people, this is about healing, which is good because the healing happens inside our own mind, inside our own head, inside our own heart by our experiences. So we just never know what's going to happen because all the healing information is already inside of us. But depending on our guardian, our perspective, it doesn't always make sense until we have another experience or we see something from a different point of view. So we have to be very open to those divine detours, people. Okay, go on an adventure. If you sit at home all the time, people, go on an adventure. Next person who rings you up, okay, unless they're saying, oh, we go to a nightclub and then we go in here, unless you want to do something crazy like that. But if it's just something normal, someone invites you out, go and have, because someone could ask you, this happens all the time, is you'll be like, yeah, I don't really want to spend time with them today, but you go and see a friend, and then before you know it, they've got something that they're sitting there on the gutter that's throwing out, and you're like, oh my God, I always wanted one of those. And the universe is like, yeah, I was bringing you here for that. So we just never know, people. So be more open and be more flexible in the way we do things, because I've got the wise one here, grow with it in your current situation. So it's all a journey, it's all a growth, and we really have to be open to all sorts of stuff.
Absolutely.
And I hope that resonated with you, people. What do you have for the group?
Okay, so first of all, Tanya, darling, I'm going really well. Thank you. How are you? Big love to you, Carl, tuning in. Thank you. And we've got the lovely Phoenix in the house, gracing us with his presence. He's currently in the blurred section. Step forward for a little second, Phoenix. Phoenix, what would you like to share with the audience? What bit of love have you got to say to the audience that we've got with us tonight? Minecraft. Okay, so Minecraft, let's take an interpretation from that from the little Mr. Phoenix. So honestly, life is all about what we create. And a big thing that I've seen coming up in the collective energies and also just within the community itself over the last week, a lot of people feeling really defeated and feeling really down within themselves. There's a lot of self-doubt that's been rolling in, but life really is what we make it. If there are some building blocks that are within your tower of life, that are not working for you, it's time to give yourself permission to actually reflect on how can you change it up? How can you revamp those building blocks? Let's do a bit of life renos. Like renovations aren't just on the physical form, but it's on the soul form as well. So I really urge people to give themselves permission to have a bit of time to rest and reflect and actually really start to think about what isn't working in their life and what are some of the steps, whether small or large, can you make towards changing things up so you can be living your happiest, your brightest, and your most fulfilling life. Because, life can be gone in the blink of an eye. It really can. And it is so important for us to make the most of this beautiful journey that we really are truly blessed to be embracing. So I'm going to thank you, Phoenix, for that beautiful wisdom. Thank you, Spirit. And I'm going to pull 3 cards for a bit of energies that we can be seeing unfolding within the next week or so. Oh, we've got a flyer. Oh. Okay. All right. Last card, Spirit. What do we got? What do we got for the collective energies? Yeah, big time. Okay. All right, so the first card that we had come out is the Truth card, and this is exactly what I was just talking about. It's really giving yourself a chance to actually rest and reflect and really be able to think about what are some of these big truths that you need to face within your life. Sometimes these can feel a little uncomfortable to face and come to terms with. However, if we continue to neglect facing the truth, speaking our truth, living our truth, you better believe there's going to be a cascade of events that unfold and bite you on your bum and make things really uncomfortable until you step into your truth, speak your truth, and live your truth. And that bite on that bum, whoo, can it be a big one? That's for sure. Next card that came up is the Hope card. Now, let's see if it will focus. Bit of hope. No, okay, that's fine. Basically, we've got the palms of our hands and it's glowing with hope. There is hope, people. That there is so much hope to be able to harness when facing our truth. The truth sets us free. The truth gives us the chance to truly liberate our existence and our being. The next card that we've got coming up is Solitude. Again, nailing it in that first energy that was coming through from Spirit, being able to give yourself that chance to rest and reflect and really be able to actually face some of these big things. Like, don't put it to the side, don't sweep it under the rug. The rug is bulging, it's full, you're tripping over. No, you don't have to keep on going through that. Bottom of the deck is temptation. Do not be tempted to stay stagnant. Do not be tempted to repeat cycles that do not serve you. Do not be tempted to avoid those truths. So that is my collective reading from me to you. I hope that resonates. I'm seeing a few people popping up in the chat here that it's definitely been some stuff coming up for them. Look, stuff that's been coming up for me too, but I welcome it with open arms now. I don't resist. I step into that truth and I absolutely make those steps forward with that change. It's the only way to be, my loves.
Absolutely. Yeah. That was a great reading for everyone. So take what resonates and what doesn't resonate, just put to the side. Save it for later. Yep. You never know. You might get hungry. Later. And you can reheat it, but put it in the oven. Don't use the microwave. It kills all the nutrients.
Yes, no killing those nutrients.
Yeah, I told you, didn't I? I got rid of my microwave today.
Oh, amazing.
I haven't been using it for a few months now. It's, yeah.
Yeah,
I did, Holly. I got it.
Yeah, I don't use the microwave at all for any of my reheating. The only person that uses the microwave in this household is my 15-year-old son, because he refuses to believe any of the truth that I try to share with him, despite the fact that there being multiple forms of evidence to actually make that truth really substantial.
Yeah, it's funny when you dig deep, what you really find out, people. You'd be shocked. Okay. I did, Holly. I got the donation. We'll get to you. But the first reading we'll do is, people, we give away a free one, and this donated reading is courtesy of Healing with Staffy. So all you have to do is guess the number, and then this will go good from there. Okay, we have a number between 60 and 40. I know what it is. I'm going to think of the number. So, people, man, you get your third eye happening. See what you can do. Okay, come on, people. Training time. Boot camp. Let's go. Let's go. Hut, hut. Hey, Lynn. How you going? It's not 44, Lynn. Okay. So keep guessing, people. Holly, that's it. Because if you get it, then you can pay for your donated reading. Very nice. That's it. And Holly will be like, no, if I get it, I want a refund. Thanks, Holly. Love and light, girl.
Hi, Chantel.
Hey, Chantel. How you going? How many guesses do you need, Lynn? How many readings do you need? That's a lot of guesses.
Phoenix, shush.
Just have what people just have one guess, then wait 10 seconds, then have another one. Try not to spam. Oh, who got it? Is that someone's already got it?
Barry Collins, by the look.
Is it?
Oh, wait, hang on. No, Holly got it.
Holly?
Just trying to see who put it up first. Yeah, I think it's Holly. The Facebook account's not showing up in the thing, but looking over the chat, it looks as though Holly was the first one to get 58.
Yep. Okay, you've got it. No, Sunny Girl, how can it only be on Facebook? It's on Twitch TV as well. Sunny Girl. It's everywhere. We get around. That's how we roll.
Round, round, I get around. Ooh.
I'm not doing the high bits. Not a chance. Okay, Holly. Holly, who would you like to read for you? You have me, and you have Lily. Okay. Everyone. Okay, everyone in the audience.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I was going to say everyone. I was going to say, okay, everyone in the audience, pull a card for Holly.
The lady, I think that might be me. All right. Beautiful Holly. So. Beautiful Holly. Holly, darling, I can feel a real deep heaviness and ache coming through the heart space. I just want you to know that whatever you've been traveling through is going to be coming to an end. But the most important thing that you can do for yourself is to fill that beautiful heart, body, soul, mind, and spirit up with lots of self-love. Really pump that love into yourself. I can feel that you're a massive giver to others, but it's time to give to yourself. All right. Now, Spirit, what have we got for Holly? Yeah, look, Holly, with the heaviness in the chest, I felt this real. Okay, babe, we're live. We're giving Holly a reading. Multitasking mama over here. But with that heaviness in the chest, I felt this real deep loneliness feeling. And the first card that we actually got out is the Otter Spirit. And the Otter Spirit says you're never alone, and you are not. You are so loved both within the seen and unseen. It's not even funny. But there's been a period of what I feel isolation, and Spirit is really calling you to know how worthy you are, to have people around you, know how significant your presence actually is within a community and with a crowd. There's this heaviness and this loss, this loneliness in the chest region, but your mind is getting stuck on these negative thought patterns and you're tripping yourself over. It's time to quiet the mind. It's time to really reprogram some of the things that you're telling yourself, because the mind is tricking you. The mind is tricking you. It's time to actually jump back into that heart space. The truth is you are love. You are love. And when you're an authentic, loving person, that mind, when it tries to take you on a tangent, needs to take the back seat. The heart needs to be in the driver's seat. And we need to really recognize that all of those negativities that come up are all just an illusion. That is not your truth. Your truth is love. Your core is love. That is it. And yeah, so the next card that we've got is the Pig Spirit, and it's about using your mind wisely. It's really about being able to feed yourself with a lot of positivity, a lot of reassurance. And it's when we be able to actually really strengthen our own self-talk and our own self-belief, our own self-worth, that's when it actually ripples out, and you'll find that people then start to receive you in a much more different energy. From the famous words of RuPaul, the drag queen, if you can't love yourself, how then the hell is anyone else going to be able to love you? So it's one of those things to just really be able to bring back to yourself. The next card that we've got here is the Deer Spirit, sorry. Bring a gentle touch. Give yourself that nourishment. Give yourself that love. I'm also going to pull for you from the awesome archetype cards of Carolyn Meese. Love these cards. You see, there's a lot of magic in you. There's a lot of magic inside of you, Holly. You're selling yourself short. You really are selling yourself short. The card that you got is the Mystic card, and it really reveals this intimate union with the divine. So let that ego take that backseat, as I said before. Connect in with that heart and connect in with the truth. Connect in with the beautiful entourage of light that is with you, these loving spirits that are going to give you all that reassurance. But first of all, give yourself that reassurance. Really give yourself that reassurance, because there's a lot of delusions that are coming through in this shadow aspect. And I'm going to, last of all, pull 2 self-love cards for you that will be able to help support you at this time and this transition. Oh, okay, you got 3, Dylan. You got 3. Okay, so the first card that we've got is the Hydrate card. Now, this goes far beyond just needing to hydrate the physical body, but something that you're going to find extremely healing going through this transition is water as a whole. If you have access to a bathtub or even just a bucket or a foot spa, then you can pop some salt water in there. That is going to be extremely helpful for you. Going out in nature, whether it be the beach, to a river, to a lake, and being able to be near that water, let all that heaviness flow. Let all that heaviness flow from your system. The next card that we had come up is Health Checkup. So tuning into this, I feel as though there may be some health concerns that have been popping up for you. Rather than sitting there and worrying about these different things that may be coming up for you, go and get them checked out. And I really do feel that there is actually a lot of positivity within doing that, because you're going to actually have some worries stamped out. And the next one is called is Build Strength. So it's being able to get that physical body moving, get those endorphins flowing, and you're going to start to feel that energy really shifting. Get the physical body shifting, get that mindset shifting. I hope that resonates for you, beautiful. I'm sending you so much love, deep healing, deep, deep healing. Take a nice, big, deep breath. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. Allow that heaviness to flow out of the body. Flow like water. Blessings to you, darling. Blessings.
Holly, I got something similar at the moment. Look, I pulled a few cards and I put them back. I can't remember what they were, but the first one was inverted respond with grace. Okay, so this is about just giving yourself that bit of space and that bit of grace. And the last card was acknowledge it is power. There's wisdom within you, so it's all about giving yourself that space.
Yeah.
And not being so hard, and understanding that you have the power to do whatever it is that you need to do. Okay.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
Good luck with it. And because you have such a good looking name, Holly, would you like to pick the next, since you did make a donation. Would you like to pick someone to read for us to read? For me to read for? Are you cool with that? Let's tune in your intuition. What's the first name that jumps?
Glad that could resonate, Holly. Much love to you.
It's like that. Sometimes we can it's just us shifting our focus and giving ourselves a bit of space, and then we can really go so much further into ourselves.
Beautiful.
The healing.
Tanya, are you still here, darling? I know how much you'd appreciate a reading from you, Brooke, so that is such a gorgeous choice.
Okay. Are you there, Tanya? Tanya Heston? Hey, Rachel. Are you still here, Tanya? Can you pop up something in the notes?
Yeah, I'm just inboxing her now.
Okay.
Okay, otherwise she's selected Carl as a backup. Beautiful, Carl. Are you still here, darling? Oh, hang on, Tanya's here. She's just inboxed me. Carl, I will give you a reading after. I'll put you on my hit list.
Tanya. Just type in Tanya. She gone. Did you want to start with Carl?
Yep, sure. I don't know if Carl's still there. All right, Carl, let us know if... Yeah, I think she's there. She is.
Okay, Tanya, can you just big breath in, big breath out. Focus on your heart space, please. Tanya, major grounding is needed at the moment. Major grounding. Is something going on around home? There's a lot of stress around home. Okay, look, no matter what we go through, okay, at the end of the day, you're going to get through everything. It's, we get so much stuff that's an inconvenience, that's a pain in the butt. We don't know the unknown. Okay, but you need to take some time out you need to make time at the moment. This is absolutely, it's up to you. It's all choice, of course, but at the moment you really need to make some time to recharge, just to center, just to focus, just to breathe in. So even if you just got to force yourself to do a 10-minute meditation every day just to bring yourself back, because at the moment I've got you in a reaction mode. Things are just going all over the place, reaction mode. And when we're in reaction mode, we're running on autopilot. And when we're running on autopilot, we're not grounded at the moment. Okay. But at the moment, look, there seems to be a bit of stress, but no matter what happens, look, I got the fox spirit here in your main area, in your main run of cards, and the fox spirit says trust in challenge and in changing times. And the fox is just reminding us, the fox goes about, does what he needs to do, and at the end of the day he will survive in any conditions. Okay, Tanya, So this is just reaffirming that no matter what's going on, you will get through this. You will survive. Things will move on. The sun will come up. The sun will go down. Okay, it's okay. It's just stressful. But what these cards are telling me is where your focus is at the moment is you're feeding not the good stuff. Okay, and the problem is when we spend all that time feeding the negativity, then I know it's hard to think about it, but we're gonna play. It's time to play that mind game where like the negative thought comes in. It's like, oh man, I got to push that out. Okay, otherwise we find ourselves just worrying and entertaining these thoughts that are stressing us out. And when we entertain them, we give them energy, and when we give them energy, they grow and they grow and they grow. And when they grow, they create neural pathways in our brain. So we actually got a brain rigged for more easy stress. Okay, so at the moment, it's just you coming, just taking a little bit of time. I've got the Hermit card is your first card. Retreat and recharge. This is just, you need to take time just to center that self, to take that big breath, just to ground and get out of your head, and just big breath. Okay, and be very mindful about how you go about things. Be very mindful about what you're feeding in your mind, what you're entertaining, because the main action card is, I got the Earth Mother, feel loved and comforted. And when Earth Mother comes out, she's saying, man, she comes out when people are ungrounded and stressed and are just like, oh my God, this is doing my head in. But that's okay, because underneath the Earth Mother, I've got the chameleon spirit going, act as if. So if you want that positive outcome, this is like, if you want things to calm down, you just got to act. This is like, hey, you got to claim it and say, hey, look, I'm going to act calm. I'm not going to let it get to me. Things are going to work out. And then and give room for that positive change to come in. Manifest that positive change that you need, that bit of space, whether it be positive or negative. The main thing is that you will get through it, and that you need to really focus. And you need to take control over those negative thoughts to get you out of reaction mode. Because at the moment, because no matter what happens, at the moment look, we create our own realities. We're all masters at manifestation. And what are we feeding into? And what we feed, what we feed grows. So if we keep feeding the negative thoughts, and people get so stressed out, I've been to hell and back through some stuff, and I remember this one time, I was depressed. I was down, and hey, this is when I was on my spiritual walk, and I just had to snap myself out of it and go, you know what? I got to stop feeding that negativity, and I had to act as if everything was hunky dory. And I had to shift timelines. I had to be positive, and I had to put that into my field. And until I did that, that was the only time that the things shifted. I had to make the shift first before the circumstances shifted. So at the moment, it's the ball's in your court, and no matter what happens, you will get through it. But at the moment, the cards are calling, say, it's time. Okay, connection with source, connection with the universe is a necessary thing. That's inverted at the moment. So it's like you've cut yourself off, and you're just feeding the ego's just like, come on, man, this sucks, and it's just getting fed, and it's growing and it's growing and it's growing. And you need to pull yourself out of that and start centering yourself and make the change. And you know, these things, there can be the most powerful lessons in these times. Okay, Tanya, these can be the game changers, that we can get through something like this, and we put in the effort to really, you know, acting as if, you know, to change, making that mindset to say, you know, I'm going to be positive. I'm going to push that negativity out. No matter how much the stress, things are just what they are. At the end of the day, it just is what it is. We can't worry about things that we can't change. And when we do these can be amazing opportunities for us to really grow, and just really some powerful lessons. So there's some powerful lessons. There's a powerful lesson here if you want to take it, if you want to learn it. Yeah, they are a bit stressful, but that's the way it is. But I've got the it's time card. So the universe is saying, come on, Tanya, you got this. Get it happening. Make the change. Make the shift. Okay, and reclaim your sovereignty. And people, sometimes we get wrapped up in these circumstances, little things, and we can't always stop them from happening. But my God, just by shifting our focus and shifting our mind and taking control over it, it can be water off a duck's back. It can just, at the end of the day, it's all just stuff happening. And then we can realize at the moment, see, this is inverted, this card. Illusionary obstacles. Okay? When you shift that focus, you'll see that it really was an illusion. Okay? You just shift your perception and see it from a different point of view. And then when we can work stuff like this out, then nothing phases us. That's how we live in that joy all the time. Okay? Is we start to realize by going through and shifting our focus, not just stressing out until it's all over. And it's like, oh my God, I'm just so drained now. I've got to go and recharge it. We do it while we're in the game. Okay. And it's just, this is the powerful stuff, Tanya. This is the stuff that makes you grow. This is an opportunity for you to go, yeah, boom, yep, let's try it, because I've been through some hard stuff, and it's the only way I could shift it was shifting it here and in here first. Yeah. That was the only way I could get rid of it. Okay. Are you crying, Tanya?
I know, I can feel it too.
You make me cry. And your last card is trust your intuition. Tanya, on YouTube, I was just started watching a movie before. It's on YouTube. It's called The Celestine Prophecies. It's a good watch. If you want to chill, go and watch that tonight.
It is a good one.
It is. Actually, just because I can.
I love it. Whilst you're looking for that, Tanya, darling, I want you to know and to feel how healing it is to allow those tears to fall. Allow that salt water to run down your face as you're held by your ancestors. You're held both within the seen and unseen. Hug yourself. Feel that embrace. You are so worthy of your love, and you are so loved in the external as well.
Tiffany, I have not read the book, but I promise on YouTube it has the audio version, and I'll get around to listening to it. Now Chantel's on the case.
Yeah. Naughty, Brooke. Where's the book? Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Okay. Was it Carl?
Yeah. I'm going to pull a couple of cards for Carl. So I'm pretty sure he is still on and watching. He did flick me through an inbox. So, Carl, let's have a look. All right. I'm going to pull out some tarot cards for you.
Yep, he's here.
Yeah.
Carl's here.
All right. Carl, definitely feeling that pressure in your back. I feel you. That is some intense energy, that's for sure. Yes, Tanya, I'll pull you 2 cards in a little bit, darling. Or I can even do that. I can do that for you later. All right, we've got a couple of jumpers for you, Carl. All right, let's have a little looky here. Beautiful. All right, so the first card that we've got coming up for you, Carl, is the Strength card. And this, like stepping into that lion. Step into your lion archetype. Step into that fearless state. Really embrace that strength, because this is the big time to be able to harness your inner strength. Harness your inner strength. You're a super soul. You know you are a super soul. That ego mind, nah. Back seat. In fact, it's in the boot. Put it in the boot, chuck a rug over it, and say, don't worry, you lay down here, you're going to be okay, because my heart is in the driver's seat. So you have a nap back there. You don't need to tell me what to do. Ego, boot, blanket, nap. Pop it aside, because you stepping into this strength is going to really make some big leaps and strides into your journey. The next card that we've got coming up is the Page of Cups. So whilst having that strength, also being able to have that balance of grace, being able to have that balance of compassion. And you've really got such a beautiful heart and such a beautiful soul. Like the impact that you have on other people around you is so ridiculously powerful. And this goes for all of our listeners tonight. This is everybody's truth. But Carl, coming back to you, my dear, there are endless possibilities ahead of you. And I know there are some big steps that are in motion at the moment. And yes, there is a transition into getting through these stages that you're currently working through. But the next card that we get is the Sun. Like, the Sun's one of my favorite cards in tarot. Like it's like pure positivity and pure like bliss. So there are some really, really good things coming for you, my friend. There are some really, really good, beautiful things. It's like ultimate happiness, success, and just positive outcomes, confidence, like just strutting and feeling your groove. Like there's this song or a playlist that's playing in your head as you are strutting along, feeling yourself, and that's going to ripple out and be extremely healing to not just those that are in your immediate circle, but the collective as a whole. When we stand in our power, we give everyone else. It's a saying from someone, but I can't remember where. But when we stand in our power, we give permission for everybody else to stand in theirs as well. So there are some really, really good things coming for you. I'm just going to pull you one more card because this is more of a short reading. All right. Yeah, okay. So there's something that you're clinging on to, though, Carl. There's something that you're clinging on to. Rest and reflect on what does not serve you. This is a reoccurring message that has come up for the collective, and it's a reoccurring message that has come up in pretty much every read that we've done so far this evening. So you yourself too, give yourself permission to rest and reflect on what's not serving you. End those cycles. And then what have you got? You got the Sun card coming through. You've got you living, breathing in your power with grace, with compassion, with heart. And that's the true strength. That's the true power. I hope that helps, Carl. Sending you so much love and blessings to you.
Okay. Tanya. Man, she's on to you.
I know. Look, I can do a quick 2 cards here, or I can message her directly after.
It's up to you. Okay, Leona. I will give you a reading, courtesy, pay it forward, from the lady with the kick-ass boot to the big heart. Okay. You look smaller, Lily. Okay.
Sorry, I'm here. Phoenix came in.
Oh yeah. No. I'm just messing around. Okay.
It's okay. He's gone.
Hey, Mandy, how you going? Leona, did you want a reading? You still here, Leona? I got to double check, because you know how some people they're going in between shows.
Yeah.
Because they're just really loyal. No, they're just multitasking. I'm just around. I like stirring people up. I find
Stir that pot. Stir that pot.
That's it. Okay, Leona. Oh, a jumper. Where are you putting your energy at the moment, Leona? Energy is going everywhere. It feels like almost stress. Is there something you should be saying to someone, Leona? Because this is affecting your heart space.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, look. Look, Leona, at the moment, look, I've got the trader card, exchange of entities, create abundance. This is the thank you, bro. Ooh, coffee. This is sorry, Leona. I know you're having a crisis, but caffeine. Okay, now I'm good. Look, we go through, when we're going through a lot of stuff. It's okay, but we get stressed. It's stressful, but when we stress, we're putting that energy into the universe, putting that stress, we're lowering that vibration. And when someone around us is sick, we don't want to feed any more negativity into it. But at the moment where your mind's going, where your thoughts going, where your heart's going, where your energy's going, this seems to be throwing you right off of balance. Okay, and there needs to be a shift. There needs to be a mental shift in about the way you're going about it in your mind. Okay, because at the moment there's just imbalance there. It's affecting your heart. The throat's all hardened. And what I've got in your main piles, I've got is look. It's time. It's time. You need to shift the way you're focusing about it. You need to shift your focus, because the way you're going about it on the moment, I've got the direction guardian. It's like, how are you going to go about this? Because the reason this is coming up is because you're telling you the fear, the ego's telling you one thing, and I got two cards that just one of them that just flopped out here, and they're both saying the same thing. Okay, what is your intuition saying? What is your instinct saying? Okay, because you're getting guidance. Not only are you getting guidance, you're getting screamed at by yourself, by your inner self is screaming out, saying, hey, intuition, hey, instincts, come on. They're screaming out at you moment, and it's like you don't want to. Your focus is somewhere else, and you're missing something really important, because the inner guidance that we've got with our intuition and our instincts it's the most important thing. It's the one thing that we can trust beyond everything. Okay, and your instincts and your intuition are screaming out at the moment, and it feels like you're going the other way. And what happens is, when we go the other way, we start creating so much resistance in the flow of things, and then we get to that point, as Lily was saying on the great readings, stuff can come back and bite us on the butt, because we're straying from where we should be. And all the time, our inner guidance is, people are like, oh, we want to know what's going to happen. We don't need to know what's going to happen in the future. All we need to do is follow that inner guidance, and it will lead us on the most optimum path. Okay? On the most optimum path. Because at the moment, I mean, you've got to be positive. You've got to stop feeding these thoughts that are getting in your way, because there's a wisdom, and there's the inner knowing inside of you knows exactly what to do, Leona. You hold all the keys, you hold all the knowledge. But I got the trust in the science card, and when that's inverted, that means internally, that means we're not heeding to the wisdom, our own wisdom, to our own intuition, or to our own intuition. Okay? So at the moment, you don't want to lose it. Well, you need to hold space. You need to hold that positive space. And everything happens for a reason. But at the moment, that there's some things that you need to shift. Okay. If you were giving advice, if you were giving the third person, you're going to be the third person. If you were giving advice to someone else, right now in the same situation, what advice would you give yourself? Okay, what advice would you give yourself? Because there's a lot to process and there's a lot to absorb at the moment, but what is your intuition telling you? Because at the moment it's like inside. It feels like it's just inside you at the moment. It's, you know, you just clenched up. You know, there's a heavy burden, but it just feels like it feels like that you're just feeding it. It just feels like you're feeding it and feeding it and feeding it. Because I've got here. Look, I've got the elder. Move beyond ancestral patterns. And when this card's inverted, this is actually talking about our internal mental patterns, the way we go thinking about it, And if I've got the pattern cards and I've got the traders cards, exchange of energies, right? You know, we do worry. We do worry about the loved ones, and it's our family, and we do care. But if we just sit there 24/7 worrying about it, okay, you're going to end up sick. This will make us sick too, okay? And we're putting that into the field, and they're our family. They'll pick up on it, okay? They pick up on all our stuff too. So instead of being strong and being positive, this is what we're going to do. This is why it's so important for us to be positive and stand in strength and just be that positive and not feed that negativity, because this goes into our family. This goes into everyone's field. So it's a real time to make that choice, Leona, and just go, okay, I'm going to be positive. I'm going to be strong. I'm going to be strong for my brother. Is it your brother? You're going to be strong and be strong for him. And when a negative thought comes in, go, nah, get out, negative thought. I'm going to be positive. I'm going to be strong. I'm going to hold that space. Okay? Because that's the best thing we can do for these people is our friends and our loved ones. We can hold space for them. Okay? And at the moment, I just feel your intuition, your instincts are telling you to do that, saying you've got to be more positive. You've got to be more positive. And all the cards here say the same thing. Don't fall into that pattern, that worry warp pattern. Okay? Because he needs you to be strong right now. He needs you to be strong. Okay, because the last card I've got from the spirit guides message is make each day count. Okay, so stay strong and make each day count. That's all we can do. I hope this helped you, Leona.
It certainly is a very, very hard journey when the big C comes into play, Leona, that's for sure. Can understand the stress that it would be putting onto you and putting onto your son. But the best thing that you can do is to hold as much loving space as possible through that transition. Blessings to you and to everyone else involved with the situation.
Yeah. It's not easy.
It is not easy, no, that's for sure.
Who would you like to read for Cindy?
All right, let's have a little looky. All right, people, whoever's on the live at the moment, raise your hand and pop a message in there if you would like a reading from me.
Hello, Lorraine. Hello, Farah. Go. You can have a question. You have a question, Farah? You can ask any question you want. Can I answer it?
Okay. Rachel, let me know if you're still there, darling. Yeah. All right. Now, Rachel, I know that you're wanting a health reading, Just so that you know, we don't do readings for anything medical. So if there's a medical condition that's going on, I can pull some cards to talk about some of the energies that are at play within your life. But I am not a medical professional. I do not claim to be a medical professional. So the best person you can go to for advice in relation to health issues is definitely going to be a medical professional. I am absolutely happy to do a reading for you though, darling. So it'd be my honor. Tanya, I'm going to pull those 2 cards for you later after this reading, darling, unless you want to do put in a donation. Then I'll be able to get to it in this reading. But Rachel, I'm going to pull some cards for you.
Farah,
is this a donation?
I'll just check. This, I think this is donated by Cindy. Farah, get out of your head and just wait till you meet him. Okay, I think she has donated. Farah, just let it go. Enjoy the moment. Okay, you'll have plenty of time to look at his physical attributes and do all that.
Okay. Tanya said she did put a donation in, but she also had Holly. Yeah, beautiful. So Tanya, I'll give you a reading afterwards, beautiful. And thank you so much for understanding, Rachel. I really appreciate it, darling. I just don't want to steer you in any wrong directions, my darling. So I'm absolutely happy to pull these beautiful cards for you. And this is from a donation from the beautiful Cindy. So thank you, Cindy, for passing that forward.
Sorry, Tanya. I'm a bit slack.
Yeah, Rachel, I'm feeling a lot of pressure around the gut. Beautiful. Oh, all right. I'm feeling a lot of pressure around the stomach. Okay, I want you to think about what food and what nurturing are you giving yourself as far as food is concerned. Food has a big flow on to how our body handles when different health issues pop up. So I really highly advise for you to pop a lot of very, very nurturing food into your body. I'm seeing a lot of leafy greens. I'm seeing a lot of fruit and vegetables. So fuel your body with that high vibrational food, which is not only going to support any health issues that you may be traveling through, but it's also going to be able to help you be at your strongest, both mentally and also on a spiritual level as well as the physical. Yeah, I can feel those. It's like hunger pains, like a pit in the stomach kind of feeling, and a lot of pressure coming around the back. Now, I understand that there may be some stress around health at the moment, but the patience card is the first card that's come up for you. So it's really important for you to be patient. And as I had mentioned to someone else, if there are health concerns going on, please, I really urge you to not delay and actually go and seek some medical professional support and advice for whatever it is that you may be traveling through, and put some answers to some of the questions that you may have. Patience is key. But through that patience, the next card we've got is the door to value. So this value, yes, there may be some monetary gains that are on their way to you. However, this is more, I'm feeling as though this value is going to come for yourself, and it's also going to come for your physical form as well. Beyond these red gates, which I'm really feeling a lot of loving energy, but also a level of security as well coming in from the lower base chakra. This stepping through these doors is going to give you a lot of light. So there's a lot of light coming through the center of this doorway, and this light is going to be in the form of answers and guidance, and it's going to really be able to help you have a lot more comfort within some of these things that are worrying you at the moment. But you've got to walk through that door, darling. The the spirit is really strongly saying, walk through that door, make those steps, ask those questions to the appropriate people, and you're going to be able to yeah, I can see, I can feel that pressure. I can feel that pressure 100%. Something that is going to be really important for you is to first speak to your medical team. However, really starting to look into some different herbal supplements that can help support you. Yeah, chest infection, definitely feeling that pressure, as I said, that's for sure. Uh, I really feel there's stuff that you're holding back from saying, like or questions, holding back from asking more questions. If your medical team can provide you with some blood work to see where all of your different levels are at, all your different vitamin levels, and then once you get some advice from your medical team, because not everything, just because they say, for example, iron is really important. You might have a high iron level, so you don't want to be putting things into your body that's not actually necessary, but getting a clear idea of some of the things that are important, and then being able to research into that to find out, okay, what are some of the different foods or supplements that you can actually be able to put into your body that's really going to be able to help top those things up. Anything that's boosting your immune system is going to be key. But as I said, make sure that you have a clear understanding of what is right for your body. I have huge knowledge of amazing herbs, remedies, and all the rest of it that can really assist with chest infections and immune issues. However, not everything is right for everybody. So I'm not going to come on here and say, take all these things, which might actually not be right for your physical form. I'm not sure if there's any other ailments in play. I feel maybe there might be. But once you walk through that door, you ask these questions and this light comes through, you're going to have so much appreciation. You're going to feel a weight lifted off your shoulder. I really, really feel that this is going to be very, very big. The next card that we've got that came out for you is the community card. So yes, there are some professionals that are available to you, but also remembering that it's okay to reach out to those around you. You are not a burden. Even when we're at our lowest of lows, we are not a burden. We are a blessing. And there are people around you who are absolutely willing to be there for you as you go through these times. It's really going to be very, very important. The bottom of the deck that we got is the attachment card. So as I said before, you're holding on to worry about this. You're holding on to worry. But if you face these things and be able to start to get some answers, maybe they might not be the clearest of answers, but at the very least, if you can get your bloods done and see where all your levels are at, and be able to ask the health professional, is there anything in a herbal sense or food sense that is really not good for my body type and my blood works and ins and outs? Just get that clear picture first. I feel it's really important because I'm getting a very, very clear message that not everything is for everyone. So that means that not everything is going to be for you. However, there are absolutely natural ways to support you through this transition and this chest infection that you've been traveling through. I will pull 2 more cards. All right. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so as I said before, with the community card, it's a team effort. It's a team effort. You don't have to go at it alone because we've got angelic realms, team effort, charity, validation, and patience. And we had the patience card come up before as well. Be kind to yourself. Let that ego and that worry get in that boot with that blanket and take a sleep, and be able to have a bit of faith that there are better days coming for you. There are better days coming. You're going to walk through those red doors find that security as you do, and you're going to come out into the other side with some clarity. The last card that we've got for you is divine creation, acceptance, personal commitments, and euphoria. There is light through those doors for you, and there are better days coming. I really hope that resonates for you. I hope that helps. Sending you blessings, sending you healing as you transition through this, but better days are coming. So please have faith. I know you're tired. I know you're exhausted. And I know there's a lot of worry that's going on, but better days are coming for you.
You're on mute, Brooke.
I'm mute. Rachel, what am I thinking? Yeah, man, you don't want to hear me think about what I think about modern medicine.
That's why I went to the herbal and the food, because I'm a big thing on natural ways of dealing with things.
Oh, absolutely, because most of the food that you get from the supermarket, not only is it full of a lot of preservatives and poisons, it's dead food. That's why we get so hungry all the time, because all we're eating is empty calories, and our body. That's why we're hungry all the time, is because our body's like, I need nutrition. And I was eating air fried chips, the air fried wedges I used to love from Audi, and I'd have a big bowl of them, and I was full, and then 10 minutes later, I was like, I'm hungry again. And It wasn't the fact that I was hungry. It was my body saying, well, still need nutrients. There was nothing in that. And I'm like, but I smothered them in hummus. It's going to be something good in the hummus.
Yeah, I know that you're saying that you don't eat very much, Rachel, and that was that pit stomach feeling that I could feel, which a lot of that is going to be tying in with that worry and that anxiety that you've had. I feel this chest infection's been ongoing for a while, and there's been a lot of stuff racing through your mind of what if this and what if that and what if this. We've got to let go of the what ifs and just step into your own inner core, your own inner strength, and be able to just focus on what you can within the moment. I understand it's really hard to find that appetite when you are stressing. However, putting healthy food in your body is actually going to start being able to shift that stress and that worry. Even if it's coming back to some simple soups or broths that really don't have to be overcomplicated but have some very nourishing ingredients in it, it's going to make a huge difference for you. Don't bang, Phoenix.
Yeah, I mean, I made my first nettle soup today. That is stinging nettle soup. That is good stuff. But and also, Rachel, I just started juicing the other day. So instead of having a coffee first thing in the morning, I'll get an apple, a banana, a bit of celery, a bit of lettuce or spinach from the garden, some organic blueberries, and I'll make myself a juice.
Yeah,
and that's a good way to get juicing's a good way to get nutrients without having to
absolutely.
like eat heaps.
Absolutely.
And Vitamizers, 600 ml Vitamizer is $25 at Kmart.
Yeah, and they're great. They honestly do the job really well. Rachel, I just got a little tap on the shoulder, which is interesting because Phoenix was also tapping on my door in here. But I've got a little tap on the shoulder, to have a look into the medical medium books. There's some really great information about how to nourish your gut health, which is going to be extremely important. If we don't nourish our gut and nourish our physical body with healthy food, you will reoccurringly get infection after infection after infection, and they will get increasingly worse when we don't nourish our body. So they don't have to last long.
Absolutely. Yep. Okay, Holly, Tanya. Yeah, are we Tanya? Oh, okay. I've got a Lorraine.
Yep.
I've got a donation from Lorraine and a donation from Tanya.
Okay, awesome. I'll do Tanya in just a sec. If you want to pull some cards for someone in between, and then I'll do Tanya next.
Yep.
I've just got Phoenix stepping in. I'll quickly deal with him.
Yep. Yeah. Watch out, Phoenix. You're in trouble now, buddy. Are you still there? Lorraine, are you still there? Yeah, it's hard, but yeah. Ooh, Lorene, would you like a reading? Yes.
You. Hello, beautiful Lorene. I haven't forgotten about you and coming on your show. I'm super excited, and I'll touch base over this week.
Awesome.
And I haven't forgotten about coming on your other show as well, Brooke. So that's also on my to-do list this week.
I'm so busy that I don't do it. I used to do it every week. I did it.
Yeah.
I did like 50 something shows, and it just it was just so much work that I've sort of, I do the odd one, but I'm not, it's just too much work, and I'm doing other work right now.
Yeah.
To Louis. Okay, so Lorene. Lorene, I had this. What are you worried? Is there something you're worried about? This jumped out twice. This kept jumping out, Lorene. The Fox Spirit. Trust in your talents in changing times. That jumped out twice, Lorene. Trust in your talents in changing times. That was a pat forward. That's all right. But I still have that jumper. Oh, no, Lorene's probably going to go, I don't know what that's about. And then something will happen next week and she'll go,
oh. Beautiful. So whoever's watching now, definitely let us know if you're looking for a reading, because Lorene is wanting to pay it forward as well. Tanya, I have not forgotten about you.
Okay. Let's see. I'll put it in. I've got an idea. Lorene's pay it forward, people. Let's let fate decide. So if you would like a reading donated by Lorene, and Lorene, you're on next week on this show, aren't you? I think. 15. I need more screen. I've only got 3 computer screens. I need more.
I know, and I've only got 2, so I'm still one behind you.
Well, they got. Someone said get like a 40-inch Dell client or something, and it divides into. It's a multi-screen, so it divides into 6 separate screens.
Well, then.
But okay. Really looking forward to it. Awesome. So look, I guess no one wants a reading. Pick a number. If you have not had a reading and you would like a reading, pick a number between 35 and 50, and whoever picks the right number will get a donated reading, courtesy of Crafting with Possibilities, which is Lorene Hughes. Can bedtime reading? You want a bedtime reading, Steffi? Okay. Okay. Well, the bedtime reading. I pulled 2 cards for your bedtime reading, and it's the White Witch be the light. But the great the card underneath it is inverted. The great teacher learned from spiritual experiences. I guess this is saying when you go to bed, turn off the light and you'll sleep better. Amanda and Mandy. Have another guess, people. Have another guess.
Keep guessing.
Keep guessing. Less stressing. Keep guessing. Have another guess, people. Oh. wait a sec. I'll read because you've got to read for Tanya next, don't you?
Yeah, Tanya's next. She's just jumped back on.
Man, Tanya's like, yeah, man, come on, Tanya.
I know. She's back with us, so she knows she's next.
Ooh. Okay. How does that pronounce?
Destroy?
Destroy.
Forgive us with our attempts at interpretation.
Destroy. Diestry. Alicia, what does it say?
Oh, beautiful. All right, darling Alicia.
Alicia. Okay. I just never seen Alicia spelt with a D-E-S before. I can't even pronounce them half the time when they're spelt right, so my bad. Okay, messages for Alicia. Okay, some things we just got to write out. Some things we just got to write out, Alicia. Okay. I know you're waiting for information. You want information at the moment. You want to know what's going to happen. But sometimes at the end of the day, we don't know. Okay, and that gives us, and we've got choices because I've got inverted here. Your first card is Father Sky, trust in the unknown, and that's inverted. So that's saying there's not much. You haven't got trust in the unknown. You want to know because the last card I've got the Oracle waiting for important information, but the middle card is the Trader, which is all about exchange of energies. So this is saying, look, this is just reminding you, where are you putting your energy at the moment? What energy are you feeding? Are you feeding the worry? Because when it can be futile. I mean, it's human nature when we worry and we want to know what's going to work out. But, at the end of the day, we don't know until the future unfolds. Okay? We need to let the unknown unfold at the moment. And sitting there worrying about the unknown and giving all your energy and goes, what's going to happen? I'm so stressed. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? I'm so stressed. I need to know. All this is going to do is drain your personal energy. Okay, and make it harder on yourself. Okay, it's going to drain you. It's going to worry you. It's going to age you. It can even worrying like this can make us sick. It can make us lose our head. Can make us do all sorts of things. Okay, at the end of the day, over stressing and over worrying, we do sometimes. That's okay. We're human. Okay, yeah, I'm worried. Then we're gonna shift our focus. Okay. Okay, but at the end of the day, sometimes we just have to wait and let things play out, and there's nothing we can do about it. We've just got to go, hey, look, because I've got the main action card for you. It's broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. We just got to make peace with it. We don't know how things are going to play out. So there's choices. There's choices at the moment. Okay, because I've got a feeling that, deep down inside, you know that you don't. It's not going to help you worrying about it. Yet we continue to worry about it, and a lot of people go, "It's easier said than done." But you need to shift your focus. Okay, you need to keep catching yourself and go, "Look, I'm worrying again." Okay, let's shift my focus to something more positive. Because underneath the embracing energy of peace, I've got the High Priestess, and she's inverted. Harness that mystic power, and that's saying, look, you have the ability. You understand how things work. You understand the mystery of life. But this is the thing. Is sometimes we understand how things work, yet we do the energetically, we do the most negative thing we can do, and we just worry and stress, and then we bring ourselves down. Okay, you're the only one that can shift this. You're the only one that's inside. You're the only one that can catch yourself thinking about these negative thoughts. So it's time to be extra positive, because at the moment, At the moment, it's like at the moment, Alicia, it's like you want things to be a certain way, okay? But deep down inside, you know this is not how life works all the time. I've got your intuition. I've got the Hunter card. I've got your intuition. This is about facing our fears. Okay, your intuition keeps telling you. You start thinking. You start going down a certain line of thought, and then your intuition will say, "Hey, this is not helping. Let's change the subject." Okay, you've got to start listening to that inner guidance. The inner guidance is trying to talk to you. Okay, but there seems to be and then what the ego does is then the ego steps in and goes, "No, we're going to worry about it because that means we care." And there's just this battle in the mind. This becomes a battle in the mind, and the problem is that first little prompt that we get, and I know that we all get it, and it says, "Come on, let's focus on something else." It's there to help you. And you've got to start listening to it, okay? You've got to start listening to it. Because if you've got to rise above it, because these thoughts that take hold of your mind, and I've got the White Witch here saying, be the light, and that's all about, you're going to rise above it, okay? Because all we do is we keep going inside our heads and we put all this negative energy in, this negative energy on, and it's really hard. And we need to start changing. We need to change the subject in our mind. Otherwise, this will just build, and it will build and build and build. And then you end up carrying such a burden, carrying such a weight that doesn't necessarily have to be there. And we make it so harder. We make it so hard for ourselves, and we don't need to make it hard. Okay. But moving forward, it's all about the big picture. Okay. It feels like we get caught up in these things because there's another aspect of your life that just doesn't seem to be flowing. So it's almost like we need to put all our worry in over here. We go through stressful times at the moment, but I've got the Star Ancestor card. Follow the voice in your soul. And next to that, I've got the Stargazer. Set your sights higher. This is talking about bringing your focus back to you, bringing your focus back to the big picture. Okay, because there seems to be too much worry. There seems to be too much stuff from the past that you're hanging on to. I've got the Autumn card. The Autumn, release the old and rest. So there's some processing that you need to do, but okay, until you start being more positive and taking control of that mind, this is just going to go around and around and around. And then you'll just be looking for circumstances. You'll just be fishing for circumstances and glitches of circumstances to come and make you feel better. But we don't know how things are going to work out, Alicia. And by you sitting there and worrying about how everything's going to work out is just going to drain your energy. Okay. And the last card I've got for you is set your intention. You had the High Priestess there. The High Priestess card. Harnessing that mystic power. Set your intention. What do you hope to achieve? Okay. It starts there. What do you want? Because I had the Hunter card was in your reading. And that's about tracking down fears and desires. Desires is what we hope for, and fears is what's stopping us from reaching them. Okay? So it's time to shift that focus and get off of worrying about the petty stuff, Alicia, and start getting onto the big picture stuff. You're being called. You're being called forward. Okay? Time to really get it moving and really get it happening and shift that focus. I hope that's helped you.
And yes, Mandy, that would have been my 5-year-old turning the TV up in the background. So, yes, that is now off. All right, Tanya, are you still here, darling? Your time has arrived.
Oh.
Tanya, are you here?
Asaya.
Beautiful. Tanya's here. Yeah, definitely got to love a 5-year-old, that's for sure, Mandy. And I'm really looking forward to catching up with you, Mandy, I reckon we're booked in for Tuesday. So can't wait. It's going to be fun. But Tanya, my darling soul sister, your time is here. Well, I got some itchy palms going on, my love, but it's very restless, feeling very restless in the skin.
We're making nettle soup, were you?
Noodle soup?
Nettle soup without the gloves.
Oh, awesome.
Stinging nettle soup. No, stinging nettle soup.
Yeah.
No, don't worry. Location joke had to be there.
Okay. All right. Spirit, bring in some guidance and insight for our beautiful Tanya. Oh, my love. Oh, let that heaviness wash away. Let that wash away. Let it wash away. Yeah. Okay. So, all right, we're going to take them all. Spirit says take them all. Okay. All right. Might sound a bit crass, but Tanya, remember who the F you are. Remember your truth. Remember your core. You are a powerful creator being. You are such a powerful creator being. We are all powerful creator beings. But you better believe this chatter in the mind, that self-doubt, and there is no judgment here because I have absolutely gone through my transitions with this. But that is holding you back from stepping into your power. The first card that I've got is the goddess Anuket. Oh, goodness. Some of these goddess names it's a little bit hard for me to work out how to pronounce. However, this is all about detachment, and the detachment that I'm being called to really, really put into the forefront of your mind, to kick out of your mind, is that self-doubt. Let that self-doubt go. You are such a beautiful, kind, loving, compassionate soul. You truly, truly are. You know, I'm looking forward to the day when we unite in the physical form, because having you as a presence within my Facebook community is such a blessing. You are such a blessing. You really are. Majority of my posts that go up, you're always sharing so much love with me. Share that love with yourself, because you are that love. You are that beautiful, radiant goddess. And her message is, I choose me, because you're worth choosing. Let that self-doubt go. This has been a reoccurring message for almost every reading that has come up tonight. And there's a lot of collective energies that are really, there's some denseness flying around. But when we can recognize that denseness is not actually the truth, and it's actually an illusion that's trying to keep us trapped, trying to keep us small. No, you're not small. You are not small. Your soul and your energy is bigger than the universe and all time and space. It is so, so significant. So significant. The next card that we've got that's come up for you is the underwater temple. And you've got this beautiful creator being, this beautiful, look at this amazing creation that's being brewed in this amazing vessel. You have got so much in you that is it's calling you to step into that truth, to birth these creations, to birth these beautiful love. The card is all about growth. It's all about I consciously change and evolve. Give yourself permission to let go of those doubts, let go of those illusions, and to choose you so that you really, truly can continue to change and evolve. You've got to recognize how far you've come. You're selling yourself short. You're absolutely selling yourself short. The next card that we've got is the Red Tara card, and it's all about revolution. It is about stepping into that fire of the belly. And the message is, I am a fierce warrior of love. That's what I'm talking about. Be fearless in your pursuits of setting your soul free so that you can just, I'm like seeing you burst through all these layers, like burst through those layers. No, don't judge yourself for the feelings that come up along the way. I can feel there's been a long string of events which have been extremely difficult to transition through. But you are the goddess. You are the goddess. The next one that we've got is Goddess of the Nile. Opulence. I welcome the constant flow of sustenance. And that's the thing, when we give ourselves permission to step through, we can actually allow that flow and that beautiful creator being to step forward and to really come into the true power. Bottom of the deck that we had for you. See, when you break through these layers, you're going to thrive. We've got Temple of the Anuket. I'm not sure if I'm butchering her name, this beautiful goddess. However, thrive. I see golden opportunities. Even in our darkness, there is so much strength to be found. One of my favorite reoccurring sayings that I love to be able to share with people is, my past pain is now my wisdom gained. Perceive it, believe it, receive it. Like, they are two of my favorite sayings, because when we can change the way that we perceive something, and then we really hold and embody the belief within what's possible, that's when we're going to receive this abundance. Seeing what's that waterfall? The really powerful one, Niagara Falls. I'm seeing like Niagara Falls styles of abundance and change and strength being able to come. Yeah. I know standing up to family can be extremely challenging, especially when our soul and your soul has taken on a very, very key, very significant role to break the cycles. And when we are the cycle breaker within a family, there are members that can get their knickers in a bit of a twist. Love and compassion to them. But yes, they will stamp their feet and they will cause scenes in moments occasionally. And they will try and tell you that these powerful truths that you're stepping into are woo-woo, not true, plain out BS. Know your truth and continue to step forward, even if those other members around you do not choose to break the cycles with you. If you can break the cycle, it will ripple on to the generations to come, and it will ripple onto them. It might not happen straight away, but eventually there will come a time where they will reflect back and be like, oh, hang on, Tanya was right. Those truths, those changes, those positive steps, she was right. Yeah, look, kids are our biggest teachers and they can bring up some big stuff. I can completely resonate. I have had an extremely challenging journey with my eldest in particular, who has come at me fist and cuffs, guns a-blazing, and said all kinds of things to try and doubt me and the approaches that I've had. But if you continue to move forward, as I continue to move forward within my truth and standing in that truth and not buckling down, you will break through, because I broke through and found a much, much better place. And I have absolute faith that you also will find a better place within those dynamics. It might not happen overnight, but it will happen if you continue to move forward. Do not let others hold you back. See them with that loving compassion and hold space for them as they go through their journeys of the doubts and the, no, that's not real. You know what is real for you. You know what serves you. And when you're able to just shine that light and that love and not let any form of, I can feel there's a lot of negativity that can be thrown at you in moments. But when you don't respond to that negativity and you stand in your own power and you just shine compassion and love and accept them for where they're at, eventually there comes a point where they accept you for where you're at, because they're not getting the reaction. They're not getting the reaction from you anymore. So that, I'm not going to say that, but in those moments where you can feel as though you're being bullied by those that you love the most, if they're not getting a reaction out of you, eventually there's no fuel to their fire. Water off a duck's back. I reckon Brooke, you'd said that earlier. But absolutely, water off a duck's back. 100 billion kajillion %. I'm going to pull a couple of self-love cards for you as well, darling. Yeah. If they're throwing negativity at you, you don't need to respond. You don't need to react. You can literally just keep it as simple as, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But I know who I am and I know how I feel. I love you. And walk away. Walk away. If they're in the red zone, don't engage. Don't engage. You can't engage in the red zone. Darling, hit me up after on Messenger and we can go into this more, because I tell you what, I know that pain and that it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. All right. So, all right. That's too much. Okay. Yeah. Oh, all right. That wasn't expected, that last one, but okay. All right. So the first card that we got is to connect with Earth. It comes back into that grounding, which literally, I'm pretty sure that when Brooke pulled cards for you earlier in the donated reading, this same message came up for you to connect with Mother Earth. She's coming in strong. Find your grounding. Don't let the externals influence your internal. Water off a duck's back, connect in with Earth. Family card did come up as well, but it's to be able to accept them for where they're at and to just keep doing you. Keep doing you, beautiful. The final card that came up is the sex card. However, for me, this is coming back to, yes, there's a sex card that came through. For me, though, it's coming back to this creator being. It's coming back to birthing your truth, birthing your creations, and not letting anyone else's external influences take you off of your course. Give yourself love, find that sacred sensuality and sexuality within yourself, and be able to use that creation energy and that beautiful sacral energy to birth the creations, the life, the love that you deserve most, because my goodness, do you deserve it. Sending you so much love, darling. I hope that resonated for you. And as I said, please feel free to reach out in relation to that topic, because, oh, I feel you. And it's a tough one, but there is light on the other side. So much love and blessings to you, darling. So much healing.
You haven't done, Tanya, you haven't done buzz access or anything like that?
Yes, that would be good.
That's good, but also they have a saying when someone says something to them and they're like, "Dear God," they reply is, "That's an interesting point of view."
Yeah.
So if you ever hear someone say, "That's an interesting point of view," they're taking the mickey out of you.
But it literally is that, you know, it really is as simple as just one simple phrase, and then you go and have your own space away from whatever's going on with them and their projections, and you just recenter yourself, come back to you. My thing is, for me, I come back to myself, I come back to my center. And yes, with a 15-year-old teenager that's going through an Eshe stage, you better believe I got to do that multiple times a day because it is challenging with those hormones.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it's just someone's other stuff and someone else's projection.
Absolutely.
Like, you can't do nothing about it.
No.
And the more that you know what, Tanya, the more you remind, no matter how much you love them or you close to something, the more you remind yourself that it's just their projection and it's their stuff, that will create those thought routines and those neurons, okay, in your thought pattern. So next time it happens, the more times you go to get triggered and you go, wait a second, that's just them projecting that their issues on me, then eventually you create those neurons where someone will say something and you'll be like, okay, it's their stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
And it starts, but it just starts by just recognizing it to start with, but it's all part of doing the work. It takes a while.
Yeah.
And then when you get it down packed, the universe will send you one just to see if you're paying attention.
Oh, I know.
Wait a second. What am I doing?
Yeah. How much have you learned?
How much have you learned? And you'll be like, I thought I had a good man, but that totally blindsided me.
Yeah. I thought I was done with this. What do you mean it's back? It's back to see if you will react. Don't react, send it back. Done. See you, bye.
Okay. Just before we got another 10 minutes, just before we go. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. Do you need to go?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'll just check if we've got any donated readings. I think we're good. We're up to scratch. Yep. Okay, people. So if you have not had a reading, we will pull you a quick card. So put a 1 in the comment section if you would like a mini reading. Put a 1 in the comment section and we'll get to you. Run out readings. Okay, Jenny, and I'm using my Spirit Animal Oracle Collie Baron Reed deck, I think. Okay, Jenny. Okay, Jenny, at the moment, it feels like, okay, we're talking about is coming up, or worried about means, worrying about having stuff covered, worrying about money, worrying about all sorts of stuff. Have I got enough to pay the bills? Okay. Look, it's time at the moment to look. Everything comes and goes. We get through it. Things get paid, but to sit there worrying about stuff and worrying about, I know you work hard. I know that, but we have things that blindside us financially. But I got the vulture card. Nothing is ever wasted. There's always enough. But worrying about it is no good. No good, because I got the grasshopper spirit saying it's time for you to take a leap of faith and just trust the universe. Okay, stop putting out that energy, like that energy of worry, and go, you know what? I'll work hard. One way or another, it will work out. I'll take the steps that I need to do, but just stop stressing about it, Jenny. It'll work out. Okay, hope this helped you. Who's next?
Pauline Ray. What a beautiful name. All right, Pauline Ray. All right, we had fistfuls of cards wanting to come out. I feel like you're searching for answers, Pauline Ray. Okay, so the card that we've got that's come out is, and I'm using the Work Your Light card by Rebecca Campbell. Beautiful deck. Imagery is amazing. But Pauline, the card that I've got for you is Deep Replenishment. And this has been an ongoing message through these readings tonight. It's all about resting and reflecting. to be able to hold yourself and to go into that inner wisdom within you, because all these questions that I feel that you actually have the answers inside of you. You just need to trust. You just need to trust. And in order to tap into that inner wisdom, ask yourself this question: what lights you up? It's within your joy state that you will be able to access some really, really powerful intuition. That's one of the biggest tips that I give to my clients is find your joy, find your bliss. And later on, after you've had this blissful state of mind, you can go and do your rest and reflection, ask these questions and receive the answers. They're all there within you, darling. They're all there within you. Things are changing, but deep healing is unfolding. So trust your intuition. I hope that helps, darling.
Amanda. Whatever's on whatever's on the plate at the moment, Amanda, you need to be coming from that heart space. Okay? You need to be coming on that heart. Just come from the heart space. If you need to have that talk with someone, you need to get something resolved. Just you can still be assertive and do what it is that you need to do. Okay? But you've just got to come from that heart space and not that place of ego or wounding. Okay, and you'll be right, because luck is on your side, and bring love into the situation with your cards. Hope that's helped.
Beautiful. I'll let you take Jill, and then I'll take Lorraine, seeming that you pulled a card for her before.
Yep. Oh, Jill, you just had a jumper. Well, it's probably chilly tonight, so put one on. Look, I feel like, look, what are you hiding from? There's something, it feels like, Jill, there's something you're hiding from. Okay, because inverted, I've got show the world the real you. Okay, and that's inverted. And next to that, I've got a frustration card. Emotions are running high. When emotions are running high is when we try to stray off the path. Okay, the universe is calling us to do something. We need to take action. And when we ignore that intuition and we don't face our fears, that's when the frustration kicks in, because when our emotions running high, sometimes it can be, there's something, the answer's obvious, but it's straight underneath our noses. But because of our perception, the view that we're looking at, we can't see. Our nose is in the way. We can't see what's right in front of us. There's something right in front of you that you just need to flip around at the moment. Okay? But you need to stop hiding. The world needs to know you. Okay? So step out of those comfort zones and move forward and watch the magic unfold. I hope that's helped you.
Yes. Beautiful. Lorraine, darling. Lorraine, I had 3 jumpers that came out for you. And first card was Pleiades. I see you, Starseed sister. I see you. So the Pleiades card is all about a double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity, which is all about your soul purpose. We know this. There's no surprises there. Spirit's just reinforcing what we already know. The next card we've got is the Awakening card, energetic upgrades, a new way of being and integration. You better believe that going through these huge shifts and these huge transitions, I know that you can feel how much potency and how much power has been coming through. Any challenge has had such absolutely significant blessings for you, and you've been working through those integrations. So Spirit's here giving you that pat in the back saying, keep going, soul sister, because you are absolutely on that money. Keep doing you, because you are divine. You are heaven on earth, bridging that beautiful divine in this human form, sharing it wherever you go. Every breath you take, every step you make, pumping out Absolutely love it. And the last card we got for you is the play card. Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. And look, I have the utmost faith that this is any time that stuff starts to get a little bit too serious. I have absolute faith you're pulling yourself up and you're realigning yourself back in, finding that bliss, finding that joy, and just shining bright. I see you, sister. I see you. I hope that resonates. So much love to you.
Have you got your spuds in yet? Lorraine, have you got... No, Lorraine, have you got your spuds in yet? Still in buckets. Cheap buckets, they'll do. What's that response to? Is that... I sure do. Oh, okay. That's okay. You must... I know. I just was wondering, okay, potatoes. Okay. Mandy. Something is about to come to completion. Okay. Something is about... I've got a personal issue reaches resolution. Okay, but just stop overthinking and over obsessing. It's taking too much time in your head, okay, because it's causing you stress. Time to breathe out. Just deal with it when it's in front of you and you need to deal with it. Deal with it. But Mandy, stop overthinking about the unknown, because that is a recipe for stress. Okay, but take a big breath out. Time to take a big breath out and just breathe in and release it out. Okay, it is coming to a point where it'll be. Just stop stressing about it, and you'll be right. Okay, hope that's helped.
Beautiful, Leo. This is my gorgeous cousin's partner, so I'm excited that I got you, Leo. Much love to you. Missing you all. Can't wait to see you guys soon. All right, Leo, give yourself a pat in the back. Like, Spirit is here celebrating you, celebrating the growth, celebrating the opening of your awareness in your heart, and just like give yourself a pat on the back. I hope you are proud. I hope you are proud, because like the growth that you have made and continue to make is amazing. I think our whole family would agree, that's for sure. Okay, so there's something that you're pondering on. There's something that you're wondering about. The first card that came out was no, and it's all about waiting or being able to have your boundaries and to say no when you need to say no, knowing that it's interesting. So the next card that came out was share your voice, come out of the cave, expression, not holding yourself back. So it's really about knowing that you can absolutely have your boundaries and be able to speak your truth, but being able to really come into your heart center before you do it. And just know that what you have to say is really significant, and it is. You've got so much wisdom inside that beautiful soul of yours, and you deserve to be heard. You deserve to be heard. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes, you're a powerful soul. Bottom of the deck with your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Yeah. Very, very powerful. Thank you, Leo. Hope that resonated. Can't wait to see you guys soon. Love you.
Dana. Yep, same card came out. Next deck. Hope this one's cleared. Why don't you give me one, Sam? Scammer. Okay, look. Very interesting. Okay, at the moment, I've got the Medicine Guardian. Medicine Guardian in inverted, and this is about being open to healing information. But at the moment, there's some negativity around you that you need to speak up about. Okay? You need to speak up about it and do something about it. Okay, this could be negative people in work, Dana. This could be people telling you what to do. This could be family. It could be friends, but someone's on your case about something and you have to stand up and use your voice. But how are they going to react? It doesn't matter. That's their problem, their issue. Okay? When we can not worry, but the information that you want, there's healing information coming in, but you know what? It's not going to come in. The information that you want, the things that you want to happen, it's not going to start. It's not going to start resolving itself till you start speaking your truth and stand up and speak up. Okay. Okay. Stop worrying about what everyone thinks. Stop worrying how people are going to react. If we go into our heads and we got playing all these scenarios, if I say this, they're going to say this, or that could happen. That's the ego trying to work out the unknown. Okay. And we're going to nip that in the butt too. And do what needs to be done. Do what needs to be said. Okay. And this will help. This will help, and that healing will start to come in. Things will start to resolve themselves. Okay. Hope that's helped you. And that is it. Well, thank you everyone for coming on, for being on the show and sharing us out.
Thank you. So much love.
Oh, there's a couple of non-sharing badges there. I'm not going into judgment. No, I'm not going into judgment. Judgment takes effort. People, stop wasting your energy on judgment. Spend it on more important things like getting a coffee or making yourself a smoothie. Well, thank you. Thank you for coming on the show tonight, Lily. How can people, can you tell everyone what you offer and how they can get hold of you?
Absolutely. Hold on 2 seconds, Phoenix. Just a sec. We're just finishing up, okay? So give me a second and I'm right with you. Phoenix says, come here, let me show them the door. Phoenix says, walk through the door. Everybody's welcome to walk through my door because I provide both readings and healings to beautiful souls, whether face-to-face in Adelaide, and I'm based in the northeastern suburbs, or otherwise, I also do Zoom readings and Zoom healings. I have a range of modalities that I work with. Started off with Reiki, also done shamanism, but I utilize a lot of different aspects of crystals, sound healing, what some people refer to as light language. Look, I am thirsty for knowledge, so I've got a lot of different tools within my healing tool belt. The recent being theta healing, which I'll be running some specials on soon. Hold on, Phoenix. But yes, please touch base with me. Give me 2 secs, then you can ask me. It'd be an absolute honor to hold space for you. So if you're going through a challenging time, it would be my absolute honor to be able to hold space for you and help you see that you are the master healer. I'm the space holder. That's what I do. I hold high vibrational space. I share tools and I remind you that you have everything within you to be able to realign your life and come back home to your heart. So that's what I'm here. That's my purpose. It's my passion. And it's a great, great blessing to share it with others. You can find me at Spirit Mumma Healing. And I am soon to launch an exciting YouTube channel called Self Mastery Supershow, where we will be having soulful conversations with like-minded people and professionals, practitioners, where we share our favorite tools within the self-mastery field. And share that for free for those that are going through their transitions and want some seeds being planted. It's going to be very exciting, and I hope to see you all there.
Awesome. Now, would you like to do your spill?
My spill?
Oh no, that just went. I was just razzing you up there. And I'm like, there you go. That's it. And your life story. I thought that was the Soul Focus interview show. Oh my god.
I know. We'll get into that next round.
People, all of these links are in the show notes. So if you want to just go into the show notes, in Facebook and YouTube. It'll have all the links there. They're all listed. And you haven't got any up and coming shows? When's your next show? Is it this week you're on Lorene's on Tuesday?
No, not this week. However, I do have a range of YouTube interviews, both with international and also Australian people that have some really amazing channels coming up. So if people would like to add my personal account on Facebook, look, I've absolutely got my, thanks Phoenix, I absolutely have my business pages, but I welcome people into my personal community because my family is the collective, and it's a blessing to be connected with you. All right, you give me a tattoo over here. We've got
Awesome.
Super Soul Phoenix shining his light at the end here as well. So yeah, please feel free to add me at Lily Hayes on Facebook, and you can keep up to date on some of the awesome shows that I'm coming on.
Awesome. Okay, thanks everyone for coming tonight.
Thank you for having me.
I'm back on tomorrow with Steffi for More Than a Reading Show, which is a really in-depth reading show, which you actually have to come on the show to get a reading. Something that's a bit different, but we can go more in depth. So that's 10 o'clock tomorrow. So until then, people, have a good one, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Love and
See you later.
blessings.